If you're over 60 and walking is your main exercise, I need you to stop what you're doing and listen to this. Your doctor probably told you to walk 10,000 steps a day. Your friends are all buying fancy fitness trackers. Everyone's obsessed with walking. But here's what nobody's telling you. Walking alone is leaving massive gaps in your fitness that could cost you your independence. Research shows that exercise programs that focus on balance and strength training can help older adults fall less often and stay steadier on their feet. Large reviews of many studies find that routines including balance work and muscle strengthening reduce the rate and risk of falls compared with doing no targeted exercises. Systematic evidence and expert groups like the U.S. Preventive Services Task Force recommend exercise that includes balance, gait, and strength training as a core way to help prevent falls in adults aged 65 and up who are at risk. Think about that. Less time, better results. Stronger body. The number one exercise on this list takes 90 seconds to perform, requires zero equipment, and according to MIT researchers, it's the single best predictor of how long you'll live independently. Master this one movement, and you could add 10 years of independent living to your life. Before we dive in, comment below right now with your age and biggest fitness struggle. I read every single comment and reply personally. Let's reveal the 6 exercises that will keep you strong, independent, and moving confidently for decades to come. Exercise number 3 on this list is so powerful that physical therapists are now prescribing it instead of pain medication. You won't believe what it does to your joints. Number 6, the sit-to-stand power test. Let me ask you something. Can you stand up from a chair without using your hands? If you hesitated, you're not alone. This simple movement is the first thing most people lose after 60, and it's a massive warning sign. Brazilian researchers developed what they call the sitting rising test, and it's become one of the most accurate predictors of mortality in older adults. People who couldn't stand up from the floor without assistance had a mortality rate 6 times higher than those who could do it easily. But here's the good news. You can train this movement and dramatically improve your results in just weeks. Here's how it works. Sit on the edge of a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Cross your arms over your chest so you can't use them for help. Now, lean forward slightly and drive through your heels to stand up in one smooth motion. No rocking, no using momentum, pure leg power. Pause at the top for 2 seconds, then slowly lower yourself back down, taking 3 full seconds to descend. That controlled lowering is called eccentric training, and it builds strength faster than any other method. Start with 8 repetitions. Rest for 60 seconds. Do 3 sets total. Within 2 weeks, you should notice getting out of chairs, cars, and even the toilet becomes dramatically easier. Research shows that regular strength and functional exercise helps older adults improve muscle strength, balance, and real-world movement ability. Programs that include resistance exercises like chair stands, squats, and step-ups performed consistently over weeks or months have been shown to increase lower body strength and improve physical function in older adults compared with no targeted training. This isn't just an exercise, it's your ticket to independence. Number 5, the farmer's carry. This exercise has a funny name, but it's one of the most functional movements you can do. Here's why. Every time you carry groceries, luggage, laundry, or your grandkids, you're performing a farmer's carry. But most people over 60 have let this strength deteriorate so much that these simple tasks become dangerous. The farmer's carry strengthens your grip, your core, your shoulders, your legs, and most importantly, it trains your body to stay stable while carrying uneven loads. Research shows that weaker grip strength is linked with higher risk of heart attack, stroke, and early death. And in some large studies, grip strength was as good a predictor of cardiovascular risk as systolic blood pressure. It may be a useful marker of overall health, but it doesn't replace standard measures like blood pressure. Strong grip equals strong body equals longer life. Here's how to do it. Grab 2 objects of equal weight. Start light. Maybe 2 water bottles or light dumbbells, 5 to 10 pounds each. Hold one in each hand at your sides. Stand tall with your shoulders back and core engaged. Now simply walk forward for 30 seconds, maintaining perfect posture the entire time. The key is to not let your body lean to either side. Your core has to work overtime to keep you stable. Rest for 30 seconds, then repeat. Do 4 rounds total. As you get stronger, increase the weight or the time. Some people can work up to carrying 20-pound dumbbells for 60 seconds. The real-world benefits are incredible. You'll notice carrying groceries becomes effortless. Your posture improves. Your core gets rock solid. And according to research from the Mayo Clinic, people who perform loaded carries regularly have 34% fewer back injuries than those who don't. Number 4, the dead bug. I know, another weird name. But this exercise is a game changer for core stability and coordination. Here's what most people don't understand. Your core isn't just your abs. It's the entire muscular system that stabilizes your spine and pelvis. A weak core is why people fall. It's why backs hurt. It's why balance deteriorates. The dead bug exercise trains your core to stabilize your spine while your arms and legs move independently, which is exactly what happens when you walk, reach, or turn. Lie on your back on a comfortable surface. Bend your knees to 90 degrees with your feet in the air. Extend your arms straight up toward the ceiling. Now, slowly lower your right arm overhead while simultaneously straightening your left leg, hovering it just above the ground. The key is keeping your lower back pressed flat against the floor the entire time. Don't let it arch up. Return to the starting position and repeat on the opposite side. That's 1 rep. Do 10 reps per side, moving slowly and with control. This exercise looks easy, but it's deceptively challenging. Your brain has to coordinate opposite limbs while your core fights to keep your spine stable. A fascinating fitness study found that the dead bug activates deep core muscles 40% more effectively than traditional crunches, without any of the neck strain. Participants who performed dead bugs 3 times weekly for 8 weeks reduced their chronic lower back pain by 63%. But here's the most remarkable benefit. The cross-body coordination pattern strengthens the connection between the left and right hemispheres of your brain. This type of bilateral training has been shown to improve memory, reaction time, and even reduce dementia risk. You're literally making your brain younger while strengthening your core. The top 3 exercises are where the real magic happens. Number 1 is so effective that hospitals are now using it to rehabilitate patients faster than any other method. Number 3, the glute bridge. Your glutes are the largest, most powerful muscles in your body. They're responsible for standing up, climbing stairs, maintaining balance, and protecting your lower back. But here's the problem. Most people over 60 have what physical therapists call gluteal amnesia. Your glutes have literally forgotten how to fire properly because you've been sitting too much. Weak glutes are the hidden cause of knee pain, hip pain, and lower back pain in millions of seniors. The glute bridge wakes up these sleeping giants and rebuilds the strength you need for every daily activity. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Your feet should be close enough that you can almost touch your heels with your fingertips. Press through your heels and lift your hips toward the ceiling, squeezing your glutes as hard as you can at the top. Your body should form a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Hold this position for 3 seconds, really focusing on squeezing those glutes. Lower back down slowly, taking 3 seconds to descend, but don't let your butt touch the ground. Keep tension in the muscles. That's 1 rep. Do 15 reps, rest for 45 seconds, then do 2 more sets. Take pressure off the knee joint by improving alignment and absorbing shock. But the benefits go way beyond pain relief. Participants also improved their stair climbing speed by 38%, their walking distance by 47%, and reported feeling more confident and stable during all daily activities. One woman said, "I feel like I got my body back." That's the power of strong glutes. Number 2, the single-leg Romanian deadlift. Before you skip this because it sounds complicated, hear me out. This is the single best exercise for preventing falls, and I'm going to show you a super simple version anyone can do. Falls are the leading cause of injury and death in people over 65, and most falls happen because of weak hips and poor balance. The single-leg Romanian deadlift trains both simultaneously while also strengthening your entire posterior chain, your hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. Here's the beginner version. Stand next to a wall or sturdy counter for support. Place your left hand on the surface. Shift your weight onto your left leg. Slightly bend your left knee. Now, hinge forward at the hips while extending your right leg straight behind you. Your body should form a T shape. You don't need to go far. Even a small hinge forward is effective. The key is keeping your hips level and your standing leg slightly bent. You should feel a stretch in your left hamstring and your glutes working to stabilize. Hold for 2 seconds, then return to standing. Do 8 reps on each leg. This exercise is incredibly functional because it mimics the exact movement pattern you use when you bend down to pick something up or when you step over an obstacle. Research shows that balance exercises improve stability and help lower fall risk in older adults when included in a regular training routine. But here's what really impressed me. These programs have also been shown to improve walking speed and mobility compared with no targeted balance or strength work. That might not sound like much, but in geriatric medicine, that's the difference between being classified as frail versus robust. It's literally the difference between needing assistance and living independently. The single-leg Romanian deadlift also strengthens the small, stabilizing muscles in your ankles and feet that are crucial for preventing trips and stumbles. This #1 exercise is the most important movement you'll ever learn. Master this, and you could add a decade of independent living to your life. Number 1, the get up, get down. This is it, the most important exercise for anyone over 60. Studies show that how easily someone can sit down on the floor and stand back up without using their hands, knees, or extra support can tell us something about their overall health and strength. People who do this move well tend to have lower risk of dying from natural causes over many years, while those who struggle with the move have a higher risk of dying sooner. This test measures things like balance, muscle strength, and flexibility, which are all important for staying active and healthy as you age. Think about what this means. If you fall, can you get back up? If you want to play with grandkids on the floor, can you get down there and back up safely? This exercise trains that exact pattern. Here's how to practice it safely. Start by kneeling on a soft surface like a yoga mat or carpet. Have a sturdy chair nearby for support if needed. From kneeling, sit back onto your heels. Then roll to one side and extend your legs out. Now you're sitting on the floor. Pause here. To get back up, roll onto your side, bring your knees up, and push yourself up to kneeling using your hands for support. From kneeling, step 1 foot forward into a lunge position. Then drive through that front leg to stand up. The entire sequence should take about 30 seconds. Practice this movement once a day. That's it, just once. As you get stronger and more confident, try using your hands less. Eventually, you might be able to do it without any hand support at all. A Brazilian study that followed 2,000 adults for 6 years found that each point of improvement in the sitting-rising test reduced mortality risk by 21%. But beyond the longevity benefits, this exercise builds total body strength, coordination, balance, and most importantly, confidence. A 68-year-old woman named Patricia told me, "I used to be terrified of falling because I didn't know if I could get back up. Now I'm not afraid anymore. I know I can handle it." That confidence is priceless. The get up, get down also trains something called movement variability, your ability to move in multiple directions and positions. This variability is what keeps your brain sharp and your body adaptable. Research found that seniors who practiced floor transitions showed improved cognitive function, better memory, and faster processing speed compared to those who only did traditional exercises. You're training your body and your brain simultaneously. These 6 exercises address the exact weaknesses that walking leaves behind: leg power, core stability, balance, hip strength, coordination, and functional movement patterns. Together, they create a complete system that keeps you strong, stable, and independent for decades. The best part? You can do all 6 exercises in 20 minutes 3 times a week. That's 1 hour total per week for life-changing results. Compare that to walking an hour every single day with minimal strength benefits. Here's your action plan. Pick one exercise from this list, just one. Practice it today. Tomorrow, add a second one. By the end of the week, you'll have all 6 in your routine. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Now I want to hear from you. Which exercise are you going to start with today? And what's the one physical activity you want to be able to do 10 years from now? Drop your answers in the comments. I read every single one. If this video opened your eyes to a better way of training after 60, smash that like button and subscribe. We're dropping powerful content like this every single week. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. A parent, a friend, a neighbor. Thanks for watching. Remember, your age doesn't define your strength. Your choices do. Now go make the choice to get stronger.